Hi, it's Andrew here with Smart Marketing Success, and I've got with me today Scott, who's a client of ours and is going to share a little bit about his story with us. If I could just get you introduce yourself first of all, and also just tell us about what it is that you do.
Yeah, g'day, Andrew. Thanks for having me in. I'm a mortgage broker, currently working as a solo operator, and I've been in business for about 4 years now.
Okay, great. And I guess we just start a step before us. I guess if you could share with me what it was like before we worked together, what were you doing, I guess, to generate more leads or clients into your business? That were you kind of doing?
Yeah, I guess it was a bit hit and miss. I was reaching out to friends and family, which is a good source, but that can dry up fairly quickly. I was
Mhm.
also doing a bit of advertising on Facebook myself, but without any real marketing experience, I wasn't getting many of those leads come through. It was all through people that I know or somebody that referred, and that was, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that was drying up.
Okay. And I guess then at some point you saw something about us, kind of looked into that, had a conversation with us. I guess there's always this moment of a leap of faith, right? To jump into something and do that. For you, what was that? What was the I guess that pivotal moment to go, right, I'm going to dive into this and invest in myself and all this and this company to help me get more clients?
Well, I guess once I realised that this is definitely what I want to do, because I do enjoy helping people, and I like the property industry as well, so it's a bit of a passion of mine. And I realised to make it work, I've got to invest in myself. I've got to do something. I can't just keep doing the norm because the business wasn't growing.
Mhm.
So I did a fair bit of research about who was out there in the market, what they offer. And when I came across one of your sellers, Nick, I had a good chat with him multiple times, and yeah, we just came to an agreement where I felt that I was going to get the support and the coaching and the mentoring that I needed to help grow my business.
Okay, great. Let's talk about that. You came in, worked together with us for a few months. What was that ultimately I guess, the expectation and the reality of that support and coaching and all those sorts of things for you with us?
That was a huge learning experience. I didn't really realize how much I didn't know until I started doing the
Yeah.
training. So yeah, very educational for me. Huge learning experience. Your reps were there, contactable all the time. We used the Slack channel where I could just message
Mhm.
them or I could book an appointment whenever. They were always very helpful. Gave their honest opinion when something wasn't right. They wouldn't sort of fluff around it. They'd just tell me, no, this isn't right. Fix it up. It was very honest and open, and yeah, got me to where I need to be.
Great. Now, of course, people are wondering, um, you at some point then, as we worked together and helped you systematize and set up with the whole infrastructure, not just in terms of ad campaign, but also internally to make sure that's kind of working the right way. What's the results been like in terms of, let's say, ad spend, leads, appointments, or sales, or what's sort of coming through? Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, the results have been good actually. The leads are definitely coming in. I opted to spend $50 a day on advertising for Facebook,
Hmm.
and over the period of a couple of months, I've had over 100 leads come in. There's been 15 organically booked appointments where they've just booked the appointment themselves, and I've got 3 applications in the system now waiting for approval.
Okay. So the ad spend you've spent so far is about how much for those applications that you got in?
I think it's about two and a half, 2,800, somewhere around there, just over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And you got three applications in because I know with mortgage broking it takes a bit in terms of settlement and all that. But those three applications in, once they go to settlement, what's the value of those roughly?
They're about fit 5 grand each in commission, so all up will be 15 grand.
Okay. So I think it's about a almost like a 5x return, so about 500% return. So around spending 2,500 or thereabouts would return you about $15,000. Um, I guess a couple of things to bear in
Yep.
mind. Are you already using an appointment setter, something that we talk about in the program?
I've only just gotten onto that over the weekend when I realised the demand that the leads are coming more and more every day. Just on this weekend, I
Yeah,
had 30 leads in 2 days. So building every week, there I'm getting more and more leads
yeah.
come through. So I have engaged a VA now. I'm just going through the
Mm.
applications, and I'll hopefully have them on board in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I guess one of the things that we have spoken about that's going to come up for you is that once you now get that appointment setter in place, that VA for probably around $6 an hour, we often see the appointments that you get from the same lead flow will double because as you've mentioned earlier, it's been an organic approach by leads coming in. They're getting nurtured through the CRM and all the engagements we've helped you set up to book themselves in for an appointment. Once you now use an appointment setter and they're going to call those inquiries as well, you're probably going to see a massive uptick in the amount of appointments that you get, because there's still a lot of people that you probably haven't spoken with yet, right? They're still in your database building. So it's worth mentioning you're still early days, and it's going to snowball and have that kind of effect. So that's a really great result out of the gate already. I guess my final question, which I always like to ask, given that where you started with us, your journey so far, and where you're at, any kind of advice or words of wisdom that you would like to share with anyone that maybe is considering our service or is kind of on the fence? Anything that you would kind of share with them about your experience with us and how that's going so far, or and has been?
Yeah, sure. I guess initially, if you want to grow, you got to invest in yourself. You can't just keep doing the same thing and expect different results. You got to invest in yourself. For me, this platform was the most helpful because of all the coaching and mentoring you get in so many different departments. I didn't have any marketing experience, so I got all that education around marketing. Then we went into sales experience. Then we went into business management experience. So it was a really end-to-end process where you got the guidance and the support tools and the templates and everything right there for you to learn.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for coming on and sharing your story. And I'm sort of looking forward to keep watching it unfold and grow for you, as I know that it will. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thanks, Andrew.